I wonder what happened.
Hey, well that's the crow. Nobody does it like we do. Step in my zone and it's bring a motherfucking out down. Come through dressed like Space Ranger. Oh, there's a new sheriff in town. Blood on the dance floor. Oh, trying to get in the back door. Let him all in. It's alright. Party like we all gon' die tonight.
It's Kaiya, and today I'm going to be telling you a crazy story about something that happened to me about 2 or 3 years ago, and I promise the title that I almost burnt down a hotel is really not clickbait, and this could have really seriously been a huge fire. And the way it happened is kind of silly, so just keep listening and you'll find out. So, my middle school, when I was in 7th grade, we went on this trip to Tennessee to compete in this musical festival type of thing, and the jazz band Allegro, which is like the smaller version of orchestra, kind of like the jazz band of orchestra, and the show choir, which is like they sing and dance and stuff, show choir, you know. We all went down to Tennessee. I'm in jazz band. I played alto sax at the time. And anyways, so we went down there on a Thursday afternoon. It was so exciting. My best friend, Claire, who I've known since I was in 2nd grade, we were just so pumped. We were going to room together. We were just so excited for this day. You know, we were just waiting in the auditorium for them to dismiss us to our buses, and we just could not wait. Even though it was like going to be an awful 10-hour drive, still couldn't wait. I packed like a whole suitcase, even though it was just a weekend, and this huge backpack with like this huge bin of cheese balls and like Coke cans and Oreos and just peanut butter, because who doesn't eat just straight up peanut butter? And just a bunch of things. I could not wait for how amazing this trip would be. Like, I haven't really gone too far down south, so this was definitely gonna be a new experience for me. Before I forget, this picture is actually a picture I took using a selfie stick, and I thought it would be super fun if I got everyone in music group to come stand behind me while I was sitting on the stage and everyone would get in the picture, but that wasn't a good idea because everyone immediately started swarming towards me, and there were just so many people pushing up against me that I fell and knocked over a music stand, and I think I broke some like super expensive metronome. So that was just the first of many disasters on this trip. The whole trip, like, down was even kind of crazy, because, like, the first pit stop we got, we were all just insane, and, like, crazy 11-year-old Kaiya and friends were just rolling down hills at this pit stop and just acting like we've never been outside before. And at, like, 10 at night on the bus, we got these little, like, packets that you pour into water bottles to make, like, lemonade or whatever the heck, so I tried to do that, and when I started shaking it, I realized that I don't really have the cap on, so the cap flew off and just spilled everywhere at like 10 at night, and it was just so awful and very hectic. But we finally got there like 10, 12, just super late at night at Econo Lodge in like Pigeon Forge, I think was the name, in Tennessee, and Claire and I, you know, just started chilling in our hotel room and kind of just soaking in the experience. So we competed in the music festivals that first day or second day, I don't even know, and went to like fun places like Dollywood, which was super exciting, and they have awesome rides there. And the last day was definitely setting up to be the best. We were going to this awesome place called the Wilderness at the Smokies after going to the Bush's Baked Beans factory to get in an educational part of the trip. And we just got there, and it's this huge gigantic hotel. They have like the hotel wrapped around an outdoor water park and then an additional indoor water park too. Claire and I got into the hotel, you know, and we immediately changed into our swimsuits and we're just rushing to get into the water park. We went on this huge water slide called the Wall, which goes up just like that. It's gigantic. It's so fun. And after that super long day, we finally came back into our hotel, and this is where the craziness begins. So, if it weren't obvious enough by how much food I packed, I really do love to eat. So, I was eating my cheese balls and my Oreos, Claire was joining me, and eventually Claire got full and I finished the rest, and I was still hungry. So I was like, hey, can you make me some of the mac and cheese we have? She was like, no, go do it yourself. You have 2 working legs. And I'm just the laziest person ever. And so, of course, she yells at me for that, too. And she's all, oh, you're so lazy. But I just keep begging because I was really not going to get off that balcony. And she was all, fine, whatever, I'll do it. You're lucky I love you. And I am lucky she loves me. She's seriously one of my best friends in this whole world. And this is just another one of those awesome experiences we have to add to the list. So she goes inside, gets the little Kraft mac and cheese, you just throw in the microwave, add water, blah, 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 shut it, you know. So she does that, then comes back out, and we're sitting up against the gorgeous glass doors, you know, staring out into the distance, just talking. She's all, oh, we'll be ready in like 2 minutes or whatever she said, you know. I turned and looked through the glass doors, and it looked super smoky inside. It's like clouds, and it's gray, and it's just so insane. It's like, what the heck happened in here? So I kind of turned to Claire, and I was like, Claire, look. And she's like, hold on. Scrolling through her phone. No, Claire, seriously, look. And we both turn behind us to the glass doors, and it literally looks like something exploded in there. Like, it looks like a huge fire went off, and we're just both looking at each other like, what could that be? So we both quickly ventured inside carefully. I was kind of hiding behind her, like so nervous as to what just happened. Like, where's this fire coming from? And we just kind of heard this beeping of the microwave and turned to each other. She opens it, and we look inside, and there is the Kraft mac and cheese still inside the cup, lid on, no water. So, it's funny now, but in that moment, I was so terrified. I'm in the middle of some crazy state. We both don't have our parents, and we're just panicking alone in this hotel room. And there was this small little fire, but we quickly just blew it out, but there was smoke everywhere. We just couldn't breathe. We were coughing and like crying and just so stressed and freaked out. So we tried calling our chaperones on the landline in the room or through our cell phones, but they just wouldn't answer. They were just not coming to us. They weren't telling us anything, and we kept texting them, and there was no response. Little did we know they were just partying with some adults at like the restaurant or bar or whatever it was. I was just feeling super panicked and super alone. Like, these are two, like, 11, 12-year-old girls in this hotel room, almost burned it down, no chaperones are answering, our parents aren't with us. Like, what do you do in that moment? You're just so stressed, you can't even think straight. We were taking paper towels, trying to clean up the inside of the microwave, which was jet black from who knows what. There was this disgusting odor of, like, pasta and cheese and plastic all just melting. And, of course, we're like struggling to breathe because of all this smoke, and it's so disgusting and strong, and we're pouring like cold water and ice inside of the microwave trying to cool it down, but nothing seems to be working. So we call our friends who are going to be juniors now but were in 8th grade then, David, Gavin, and Ryan, who are with their friend Jared. So they were kind of just like, oh my gosh, what happened, over FaceTime, and we're like, help, we almost just burned down the hotel, like there's mac and cheese in the microwave, Claire forgot to put in water, and Claire's all, well, if you would have gotten it yourself, then this wouldn't have happened. That's a different discussion. I guess maybe if I did take the time to do it myself, we wouldn't be there, but maybe if she wasn't so mad at me, just kidding, I'd still love you, Claire. So finally, David, Gavin, and Jared come to our rescue, and we're just like freaking out and crying, and then Ryan comes a couple seconds later holding this little fan, and we're like, why do you have a fan? And he's all just, well, I thought it could help blow the smoke out, and we were all, but why do you have a fan in the first place? He's like, I can't sleep without it, but you know what? Who even cares? Like, that was a lifesaver in that moment. Looking at it, I guess we kind of just could have taken the fan inside, like a logical person, but that's not what I did. Crazy 11 or 12-year-old me decides to unplug the microwave out of the wall and just throw it out into the hallway where the boys are standing. And we plug in the fan in the hallway and are kind of just standing around it like we're some cult hailing this microwave. And a bunch of people are just like walking by and staring, and we're just like all staring at this microwave that's on fire. And it was just the craziest thing, and we were so freaked out, and still nobody was answering, and we were kind of just standing there for a couple seconds, and then they were all like, you know, we're bored, we're gonna leave, good luck, and we were just like, thanks. So we're still kind of freaking out, like we're throwing so much ice and water in, it's just overflowing out of the microwave. And we're just so stressed and tired and overwhelmed of the whole situation that we kind of just give up, and we're just like, you know what, whatever, just open up the doors, let in some ventilation, we'll survive. And eventually at like 10 at night, when it's finally time for curfew, then the chaperones show up and they're like, oh, what happened? I wonder what happened. It's just super annoying because if they could have gotten there like 2 hours earlier, it wouldn't have gotten to the extent that it did. And we probably could have solved it much earlier and not let it just sit in there and have all the smoke just keep, staying in our room, and all the black ashes or whatever the heck, let it like stick to the microwave walls more. And it was just awful. And like all that was left was like this super melted, hot, steamy little thing of plastic, like ashy pasta, this gross, melty cheese kind of thing. It was so nasty. That's about it for this story. There really is no happy ending. It was pretty traumatic, but it makes a great story now, so I guess that kind of makes the whole thing worth it. So I guess the moral of the story, so this whole video does have some kind of point, is to not be lazy and to always remember to put water in your mac and cheese, like if you're putting it in the microwave. Like, I never forget to do that anymore. Every time I pick up microwavable mac and cheese, I start getting flashbacks of Tennessee, let me tell you. It's just a very valuable lesson. So I never burn any hotel rooms or houses or whatever down anymore. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it some big thumbs up and comment down below what you would like to see next or other fun stories. And also be sure to click that subscribe button down below. And I really appreciate all the views and the love and support. Thanks so much, guys. Bye!